Hey everybody, today we're going to be working on our 2015 Jeep Wrangler JK. We have a bit of an issue with the control knobs for the heater. It's a little bit wet outside today, but that's okay. Yeah, so we got an issue here with the control knobs. We have this yellow flashing light that just flashes for about 20-30 seconds. Yellow, orange, amber, whatever color it is. And the heat does come on. So I was doing some research and I've been advised that is this control unit here, this control board. So we actually do have the new one here. I've got it right here. And this was about 170 bucks online. And the extra part number's on the back. You can see the part number on the back right there. And I gave them my VIN number in hopes that this would be the exact one. So I really don't know what part number's on the back, because I guess there are a few different versions. But to me, it looks like it's, exactly correct, because there's some with auto climate control and a couple of other updated versions. But this should be the exact one. So we're just gonna take this one out and put the new one in. I'll show you what I mean by the amber lights flashing. And it only happens, like if you were to shut it off after it's been on and then you were shut it off right away and then turn it back on, it'll work. But if it's like sits for an extended period of time, it's like the computer loses its settings. It doesn't know. You'll still hear it cycle through all the other settings, the doors opening and closing, etc., etc. So I'll show you what I mean here. So turn it on. I'll start it up. You'll see the amber light here flashing in a second. And it's working. Well, it was weird, it was working at times, so I'm going to let it sit for a couple minutes and then come back and try. So, as you can see, it's a bit temperamental, but it has not been working all week. Well, it'll work after, 20-30 seconds after it cycles through all the settings. So, I'm going to try it again in a few minutes and show you all. We'll try it again. And it's working. I don't know what to tell you. It's working, so it's so random that it's working. So I'm gonna go and replace it anyway, because it's becoming winter time where I live, and just what I need for that did not work coming this winter. So we're gonna go ahead and replace it anyway. We got the part, so why not? Let's spend some time and just replace it. Okay, everybody, we're gonna dive into the dashboard to get access to our panel down here. And as I mentioned, it's so odd that it's working. It hasn't worked all week, and I'm not going to take a chance on it for it to fail this winter and have to replace it this winter. So I wanted to show you here how to get access to this bottom half. First off, you're going to think that the dash is, or this middle piece here is two pieces. You notice that it's not. It's actually one piece. There is no lip here or anything. So it's actually one piece. This plastic center piece and this dash pad to the left on the driver's side is all one piece. So you're going to be popping this whole piece off, including these two pieces here. It's all just one piece. And you'll see on this side there's a little lip, because that stays. You can see it's moving. Well, it's kind of hard to see, but yeah, trust me, it's one piece here, and this side will remain. You're not touching that. So first, to gain access, you're going to need to pop this little plastic tray out here, and there is one screw in there. You'll see it right there. So you want to undo that screw after you remove the tray, and then you're also going to want to pop off this little plastic piece, coin holder, whatever it's called. And you can gain access through one of the vents by turning one of the vents and lining up the center holes and bending it, and then this whole piece will come out, and then you can push this out. But I should be able to get it with one of those plastic non-marring automotive tools, and should be able to just pry this right out. So I'll show you that. And there's one screw in there, and then you want to come down to this bottom side here, and you want to pull this plastic panel off, and you're going to have two bolts here, two screws that are attaching the dashboard here. So you want one up here in this area, and then one on the other side as well. So then after you get that, you should be able to pull this whole dash pad off along with the center piece here. Obviously the radio stays. These vents will come off with it as well. and then you should be able to gain access to the bolts and screws that hold this panel on. As I mentioned, we got the new one already. I'm going to compare parts when I take it off, but it should be good because they put the part numbers on the back. And we do have 4 screw holes there, you see, that we're going to take this off as well. So stay tuned. There we go. And look at that, see? It wasn't sitting very long, and so you got the flashing amber lights on the right side there. And like I said, 20-30 seconds. Actually never timed it, but eventually he will come on like normal. So there we have it. We'll just wait, and you'll hear it kick on because I got it on. There you go, see? The light went off. Everything works as normal, like I said. So it's just the control knob in the computer here. So perfect. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is remove this top tray up above the radio here. So I'm going to move this plastic tray. Just yank it out, and then we have that screw down there. 7mm. Should come out pretty easily. Hold on, I'm trying to do this piece off now. I'll show you that in a minute. Let me just put this on there. Not going to be able to see it. I'm up on top, taking that screw out. So do that. It's already loose. Look at that. See, it's already coming loose. All I did was pull that one out, and you can see that it's already loose. See? Really loose already. See, it's separated. So we're going to try to pull this piece out in the middle here, like I mentioned. Should be able to pry it right out. Yeah, see, look at it. Came right out. Look how easy that was. Came right out. Then we got our bolt right there, screw right there. Sorry, it's a little dark. Let's see, not sure what size it is, but I'm gonna try the same 7mm. I don't think it's so. It's a little bit bigger. No, it's 7mm too. So I'm gonna take that one out and then move down to the bottom. As I mentioned, take off this panel on the bottom here. I got a flashlight too so you can see. So that's the screw I was talking about, 7mm. Almost got that out, so I just wanted you to see. Okay, we're up under the steering wheel. This panel here, so just pop right off, pull it right off. You just got to pull it down right from the center here. Oh, there you go. So you popped it off, and we're trying to get access to that screw and bolt right there. Same for this side. Oh, geez, sorry about that. So there it is. So we got this plastic panel off. It just pulls right off. And like I mentioned, let me get that light for you. You can see it better. See that bolt? You want to get that bolt right there. Actually, it's a screw. I keep saying bolt. And then the other side as well. Get that one as well. So those two are the only thing left, and this panel should come right off. Get you a close-up of those two screws underneath the dashboard. They're all the same, 7mm. Definitely get yourself a longer extension so you can be out to here when you're undoing it, because the steering wheel kind of gets in the way. Maybe if I change the tilt a little bit, make it a little easier, but it's a little bit cumbersome to get in there, but not a big deal at all. So there's one, and then there's your other one right there. So then this dash should pull right off. Let me get back in the Jeep. So basically we got everything done, got everything pulled off. I mean, all the screws and bolts, and now this dash should come right off. It should be completely loose again with this middle piece. There, just gave it a good yank. Look at this, simple. Maybe I have to, I think I got the steering wheel down a little bit, tilt it down, but this should come right off. Pull it right out of here. Yep, let me tilt the wheel down a little bit. Give me a little bit of room here to get it down. apologies for the shaky camera work using the tilt. There we go. So I'm gonna lift it off. A little bit tricky to get out. Gotta work it around this, the wiper arm here. Gotta work it around there. Just lift it right out. There you go. Just gonna set it aside. You can see that was it. You know, it sounded kind of rough, but it wasn't really, to get that out. So there we go. We got the gas exposed. You can have a look at everything in here as well. I should probably replace the radio too, because my CD player is not working correctly. CDs are getting stuck in there. But you can see we're down to this section now. Oh, and I forgot also, I'm sorry, I forgot that we got to pull these down in order to get this trim piece off. So I apologize, I forgot about that. So let me put the camera down for a second and work on that and show you. Okay, I got this bottom piece off. It was real simple. It took me 2 seconds. I used that same trim tool that I had here. All I need to do was just go around the perimeter of this right here. It was up in here like this. I just need to go around the perimeter, the whole perimeter, all the way around. All the way around the bottom, everywhere. And then it just popped, and then there you go. So we got exposed. We got it exposed now to the back. Gonna try to get a couple bit better shots, but we're gonna have to disconnect a couple of the wires here. This is the auxiliary lighter over here, and then we have a couple buttons down here we got to disconnect, but it just plugs in. There isn't that many. There's really 3, like I said. There's the one we're trying to get access to, which is right here. Then we got this bottom one. And we also have the auxiliary lighter. So really there's only 3. And then we have the screws right here that we're... Okay. So as I said, we have to disconnect a few items here. Real simple. This is the auxiliary lighter. Just snaps in, snaps out. There's this little tab on the blue tab. You just squeeze it all. I can't do it with my left hand. Let me try it here with my right. Squeeze it, and it comes right out. Same with this bottom one here. This was in here. There's a little tab on the right side, a black or gray tab. I can't do it with my left hand. Let me try with my right hand. As you can see, it's difficult to work in here. There you go. Pulled it right out. And then we have our blue one, which is the one we want to get access to, which should free up this whole panel here. Just gonna squeeze it. Squeeze that little blue tab. You see that? Can't get it. Probably need a little screwdriver to push down on it. It's a little awkward to push down. There. Got it. So you got to really push down on that blue tab. It releases it. Yeah, there it is. So that was pretty simple, huh? So here we go. We got the back side of it now. We're going to do the back side. I'm going to compare the numbers to that new one I got. It looks to be the same. See, it's 5/22 2015, same one. I mean, original one here. So you can see 6.8. Oh, well, it can follow along. 6891. Oh boy, I'm sorry. 6819 7432 AB. So perfect, exact replacement. So it's the new one right here. Exact same number. And again, you can just search online looking for these parts. And make sure you give whoever you're ordering it from the VIN number so they can verify that it's going to work. So there we go. We're going to replace this old one. And like I said before, we have 4 screws here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then that should pop this piece out. And we'll just put this piece right back in the new one in its place and then assemble in reverse there. So you can see, here's what it looks like. There's really nothing to it. Really pretty simple job. And I bet the dealer would charge a lot of money for that. Really simple though. That's what it looks like. Okay, so as I said, we have to disconnect a few items here. Real simple. This is the auxiliary lighter. Just snaps in, snaps out. There's this little tab on the blue tab. You just squeeze it all. I can't do it with my left hand. Let me try it here with my right. Squeeze it, and it comes right out. Same with this bottom one here. This was in here. There's a little tab on the right side, a black or gray tab. Again, go with my left hand. Let me try with my right hand. As you can see, it's difficult to work in here. There you go. Pulled it right out. And then we have our blue one, which is the one we want to get access to, which should free up this whole panel here. Just gonna squeeze it. Squeeze that little blue tab. You see that? Can't get it. Probably need a little screwdriver to push down on it. It's a little awkward to push down. There. Got it. So you got to really push down on that blue tab. It releases it. Yeah, there it is. So that was pretty simple, huh? So here we go. We got the back side of it now. We're going to do the back side. I'm going to compare the numbers to that new one I got. It looks to be the same. See, it's 5/22 2015, same one. I mean, original one here. So you can see 6.8. Oh, well, it can follow along. 6891. Oh boy, I'm sorry. 6819 7432 AB. So perfect, exact replacement. So it's the new one right here. Exact same number. And again, you can just search online looking for these parts. And make sure you give whoever you're ordering it from the VIN number so they can verify that it's going to work. So there we go. We're going to replace this old one. And like I said before, we have 4 screws here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then that should pop this piece out. And we'll just put this piece right back in the new one in its place and then assemble in reverse there. So you can see, here's what it looks like. There's really nothing to it. Really pretty simple job. And I bet the dealer would charge a lot of money for that. Really simple though. That's what it looks like. Okay, this part's a little boring, but basically you want to take those 4 screws off. Just get yourself a regular Phillips screwdriver and just start unscrewing the 4 in the 4 corners. We'll set this here. Pretty easy to get off. 2 more. Number 4. There we go. Got it loose. So we got a new one. I mean, our old one right here. Pulls right out. Got our new one, exact same numbers, everything. Gonna slip it right in. Oh, I got it upside down, I apologize. There we go. Got this wiring harness on the bottom. I think they've flip-flopped the, oh no, it's right. Okay, so good deal. So gonna put these screws back in, real simple. Just going to reverse the process for everything here. Screwing those in. Get this one going. Get it in loosely. I'll go back and tighten them in a second. And then we have the 2 on the bottom. Gotta look around my camera here, so bear with me. Yeah, almost got them tight. Last one over here. Get them nice and snug. Then basically we're just going to reverse the process. Pretty simple, straightforward. Let me tighten them real good. Probably should clean it as long as I'm got everything off. It's a Jeep, but might as well clean the dash and a couple other things. Make sure they're good and snug. Yeah, so there you have it. So let's have a look here. So there's a new one. Let's kind of see. Yep, feels good. There it is. So I'm going to plug all the wiring harnesses back in. I'm going to show you that. But first I'm going to clean a few things as long as I got it out. So I won't bore you with the cleaning stuff. I thought you might be interested to see what the dash panel looks like, the driver's side and center. There it is. It's all plastic. Gonna clean it up. As long as you got it out, just clean it up. Okay, got the new one all assembled. Just gonna plug in those 3 plugs that we took out originally, if you remember. This one away on the bottom here. Probably gonna try to start with the bottom one because that's might be the most challenging. Whoop. Sorry for making all the noise. This little bottom one here. Trying to pull it out. There we go. So we got it right there. These can only go in one way anyway. So just pop it in. There we go. We got this one over here, the auxiliary. Can't really see. There we go. Pop it in. Then we have the main one for the control knobs. Just gonna pop that in. There we go. Probably should give it a test while we just got it here like this. That might be a good idea. Yeah, why don't we do that? Let's give it a test. Let me grab the keys real quick. Let me kind of hold it. Let's turn it on too. Turn it on. Let's see. Okay, we're gonna do a little test. Didn't put anything together. Just kind of plugged everything in to see. Let's see if we got. Still an issue. Well, it seems I may have other problems. As you can see, it was flashing still. So I did replace the passenger side door actuator. Sorry for the sun. And that was really a pain. And it's been working fine, and it just started acting up. I mean, I replaced that well over a year ago. Oh man, that's horrible light. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to see. I know there's 3 actuators in the car, and see which one maybe is failing or not working correctly. Like I said, everything seemed to be working correctly. The air, the heat, it just delayed from coming on. And even with replacing this, you saw that the amber light was flashing. So got to see. And well, we'll put it back together for now. At least we know how to replace this and how simple and straightforward it is. Okay, already snapped back this piece here. Man, this lighting's horrible. I think it's because the sun's coming in. So, already just snapped this piece back in. I already cleaned the dashboard up, so I'm going to just place the dashboard back on there. And everything, again, is being done in reverse. Let me zoom out a little bit. So there we go, got it up on top. Got to get it around this little windshield washer stick here. Sorry about that. It all happened so quick. So there we go. See, you just push it right back in. Pops right back in. All clean. Yeah. So that was very simple to replace. I'm just going to put these bolts back in, and then that should do it. And then we have to figure out what the actual issue is. Let's try it here. Let's just see. Turn it on. Now it's working. Okay, well now it's working. Didn't happen, so we'll monitor it and see. At least we got some new knobs here, because the old ones get kind of gritty and dirty and stuff, so that's good. So at least we replace that and kind of narrow it down by a process of elimination. We could also plug it in, the OBD, and see what it pulls up as well, but that time it worked. Okay, everybody, got it back together, and Just to recap, I wanted to go over it again. This is a pretty simple, straightforward job. I'm not a professional mechanic. I just fix my own cars as needed. So really, I mean, as far as ease, I thought this was one of the easiest things to do ever. I mean, really, honestly, just to recap, we can tell you, what screws and bolts we took out again. So again, you have to pull this out. There's that one screw in there. Then you come down here, get your little pry bar around this and pop this off. There's one screw in there. Then you can come over here, and again, remember, you got to just pull down this panel. My keys are in the way again. Pull down this panel. You'll expose one screw up here and then one on the other side. And that's just getting like an extension, even like a screwdriver with a socket on the end. That worked perfectly because you need to have a little bit of length to get that screw. So take those two out on either side. And then by that time, this dash will completely be free and you can just pull it off. And remember, you have to move this out of the way a little bit, to get it past this, because it was kind of getting stuck a little bit on the wiper thing here. So move that out of the way. And then once you get this dash part off, the whole piece, one piece, you're down to this section here. And this comes out in one plastic piece, this whole piece. And get yourself one of these little plastic pry bar kits, like a non-marring kit. I use this all the time. Trim tools. You get a set of like, I think 10 in the box. I mean, I use these all the time for everything. And basically, all I did was, take it here, pop it, pop it, pop it, pop it. Kept going all the way around, and pretty soon this whole panel came off. Got access to the back side, and we have 4 screws in each corner, or one screw in each corner, and then we also have 3 wiring harness, so we need to disconnect. We had 1 wiring harness for this, the big blue one in the middle. Then you will have your one here for your auxiliary that was there, and then you had one for down here as well. So it was just 3 wiring harnesses, and there you go. It came right out. Here's the old one again, exact same part numbers. Well, glad to replace it anyway. So hopefully, everything will be okay. I'll test it again throughout the week and see how it goes. If not, we have to check some other options about the other actuators as well. Like I said, I replaced the passenger one, and that was really difficult. That was a couple years ago already, but I don't hear any clicking or popping. That's not working. I mean, everything sounds fine. I don't hear anything different, but that was it. Thanks for watching.